Well, hello and welcome to my review of the Gerber Big Rock. So I decided to do a little questing for a blade that would price out about the $20 to $30 range, but offer some added features that aren't available in the economy price lineup that Mora offers. The Gerber Big Rock fit that bill with a full tang, a nice 4-inch practically full flat ground blade, reasonably quality 440A steel, and a 550 cord compatible lanyard loop to boot. Throw in a serviceable sheath and presto, a camp knife that anybody can afford. Now I was a little disappointed in myself in the fact that I wanted to compare this knife to some of my more expensive blades in my collection. Not really for the review, but just to let you know that I had more expensive blades. Now it's a trap that we all fall into, and it's unfortunate. I mean, the truth is, the $25 Gerber Big Rock is a good knife, and you shouldn't be embarrassed to own it or review it on its own merit.
Okay, this is the Gerber Big Rock. I'm going to talk more about the specifics in the slideshow, but I wanted to go over a few things in video format, and it's also nice to see video because it's nice to see how it fits in the hand and to roll the blade around a little bit to take a look at it in more of a three-dimensional format. So the Gerber Big Rock's made out of 440A steel. You can see it has a nice, reasonably thick spine. It's almost full flat ground, not quite. I'll see if I can catch the light on the spine there. You can see right where it transitions to a from the grind. You can see it's almost full flat ground, but not quite. The handle, of course, it's full tang. The handle is a rubbery material that doesn't feel like it's going to stand up to a whole lot of abuse. However, there's no reason why it shouldn't last you a good long time, as long as you don't go smacking around at it too hard. Even if you do rough it up, I mean, so what? It fits nice in the hand, but it should have a little more body to it. The slabs here, the furniture are not quite thick enough to really fill your hand up. It isn't necessarily uncomfortable, but you can see that it's pretty thin. It'd be nice to have a little more of a round handle, but that's just my personal opinion. Some guys might like that. The sheath is adequate. You can see it there. Fits in nice and tight. Snaps in securely. No problems. A lot of guys don't like 440A steel, but the reality is, with a good heat treat and a good blade geometry, you're going to be able to use your 440A knife and you're not going to be disappointed. There's all sorts of different opinions out there about 440A steel. If you want to get more into that, you can look around on the internet and get people that are more into it than I am. You can see I'm only one-handed here. I'm holding the camera, but this thing easily cuts paper. No problems there. I had to hone it a little bit with a steel, but a couple licks on a steel got it pretty razor sharp. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'm happy with it.
Alright, the Big Rock comes in at 7.8 ounces with the sheath. So for a full tang 4.5-inch bladed knife, the weight penalty is almost zero. The Big Rock's about 9.5 inches overall, and the handle's some sort of rubberized plastic that should have more mass to fill the hand, but it offers a good purchase and it's not uncomfortable. The steel's 440A, which I've come to accept as a decent knife steel after personal use and online research. The fact is 440A is going to do the average user just fine. The knife looks nice. It has a full flat type grind with an even gray coating that's popular on the economy Gerbers. The lanyard hole is cut on a bevel, which is a nice touch that won't rough up your 550 cord with an abrupt edge. There's decent jimping, although it's set a little deep in the handle for the best purchase it could offer. The knife is nicely logoed, and the handles are screwed fast with Allen-type hardware and have the same coating as the blade does. The overall design of the knife would lend itself well to all types of campcraft. And the steel's 440A, like I said. 440A is going to do the average user just fine. And a blade this size, the edge geometry and blade shape is going to play into the knife's overall usability more than the steel type. This knife isn't going to get kicked around as a real heavy chopper. Now the sheath's just along for the ride. inexpensive and unattractive, but it's serviceable, and I found it does the job nicely, so there's no problems there. It's made of nylon with a plastic insert, and it has a button retention strap rather than Velcro, so that's good. Application is campcraft, gutting, skinning, food prep, light fire prep, anything around the campfire. It would fit in just fine in the kitchen as well, although I've been sold on the Scandi ground blade in that role for a while now, so yeah. The Gerber Big Rock is a fine offering combining economy with features that make it a stout, serviceable blade for the weekend hiker and the hunter alike. The price is right, the steel is fine, the shape is good, and the sheath is serviceable. So if you've been considering a Gerber Big Rock, go for it. Thanks for watching. I'll try and keep them coming.